The time has come. It's time for us to do a full in-depth bookshelf tour of my new book room. About a month ago, I took you guys through the whole entire journey in an in-depth tour of my office room, because on the other side of this shot that you're not seeing is where like my desk and chair and stuff sit. In that video, I asked if any of you guys wanted to see like an in-depth bookshelf tour, kind of talking about the organization of the shelves, all of the books that are on it and everything, and you guys said yes, so that is what today's video is. Also, please excuse the way I look. I have been very sick for the past week, and this is the first day I was able to stand and talk to you guys. But don't worry, I will be behind the camera for most of the video. I'm sorry if the voice gets annoying after listening to it for a while and the like breathiness that you're gonna hear. You won't have to see me for long, I promise, but you do have to see me for this ad read, which is thanks to the sponsor of today's video, which is none other than Squarespace. Okay, you may or may not know about today's sponsor, which is Squarespace. Either way, I'm here to tell you all about it. Squarespace is the absolute way to go if you need to build a website for literally any reason it may be. All you have to do is log on to Squarespace. They greet you with so many different templates for you to choose from to make building your website as easy as possible, and from there they have so many different tools for you to use to make building and understanding and growing your website as easy as possible. They have so many different analytics and tools and data for you to use. That way you can see what is working for your website, what changes you should make, where people are coming from, and where to adjust in certain areas. The analytics that they offer help in so many different ways with running your website smoothly. If you are somebody who makes content like me, you will find the tool of how easy it is to link all of your socials in one place very, very easy and very helpful to just have somewhere that is at the beginning of the page to link all of your socials. That way everybody can find you anywhere they need to with a click of a button. So if you guys are interested, you guys can head on over to squarespace.com for your free trial, and when you guys are ready to launch, head to squarespace.com/DestinySidwell to get 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. As always, thank you so much again to Squarespace for sponsoring today's video. So for a quick overview, all of the books that you see up top, these are all of the books on my physical TBR up at the top of these bookshelves. That is a whole video within itself to sit and talk about all of the books that I have on my physical TBR. We will not be going through those today, but we can start over here in this corner. Okay, we can start with this little shelf over here. So this is what it is looking like. So from the top to the bottom, this shelf and this shelf, these are my seasonal shelves. We have all of the Christmas books that I have. Actually, that may be a lie. I think a lot of these are read. I haven't read. Wow, well, that's quite a few of these. But we have 'Tis the Season for Revenge, All I Want for Christmas, The Holiday Swap, Blame It on the Mistletoe, Baggage Claim, There's Something About Mary, Mom-Com, 'Tis the Damn Season, Love Light Farms, The Book Club Hotel, The Christmas Fix, A Very Merry Bromance, Along Came Holly, Holiday Romance, One Last Gift, In a Holidays, Just Like Magic, and The Wake Up Call. Alright, and then up here, the next one down, these are all of my fall/Halloween reads. Primarily just with these two shelves, I put books that I haven't read yet, but it's just because like these stick to this theme. So I just put them here because looking at these in that season, I know which one hasn't been read yet. So we have The Kiss Curse, which is Get Stuff Done, The Unfortunate Side Effects of Heartbreak and Magic, The Only Purple House in Town, The X-Hex, Small Town, Big Magic, My Roommate is a Vampire, You Again, Maybe Meant to Be, The Very Secret Society of Irregular Witches, The Secret History, In My Dreams Hold a Knife, If We Were Villains, No Exit, in The Midnight Club. I thought that was a good little transition into thrillers. So these are where all of my mostly hardback / darker covered thrillers are. So we have The Midnight Feast, The Fury, First Lie Wins, The House Across the Lake, The Only One Left, The Maidens, She Started It, None of This Is True, The Last Word, The Passengers, Gone Girl, and The Turn of the Key. And then down here we have more thrillers. So these are all of my paperbacks. So we have Rock, Paper, Scissors, The Whisper Man, Sharp Objects, Then She Was Gone, Just the Nicest Couple, Dark Matter, The Inmate, Wrong Place, Wrong Time, Final Girls, A Flicker in the Dark, The Chain, The Hunting Wives, The Housemaid, Lock Every Door, and 56 Days. Then moving down here, this is where we go into more of my like colorful, like thrillers, psychological, and then we kind of go into young adult. So we have Finley Donovan is Killing It, Bunny, Dial A for Aunties, The Silent Patient, Wilder Girls, The Grace Year, The Cellar, There's Someone Inside Your House, Dead Flip, None Shall Sleep, How to Survive Your Murder, The Selection, The Elite, and The One. And then down at the very bottom down here, we have some young adult thriller. This is really just the reappearance of Rachel Price, Five Survive, Good Girl's Guide to Murder trilogy, and the Natural series. Don't ask why, but I did put the Natural series with thrillers. It was just the only place that I felt like fit them. I don't know. Next shelf. Also, we have a sleeping baby in this chair right here. She's so sweet. Okay, so we have our first big shelf. This is more of the literary shelf. So we have classics, nonfiction, memoirs, all of those, all of my fiction. So up here, this is kind of my nonfiction slash memoir. So we have Jeanette McCurdy's I'm Glad My Mom Died, I'll Be There For You, which is a kind of book about the Friends TV show. We have The Woman in Me by Britney Spears. I have 2 copies of Matthew Perry's memoir. We have Beautiful Boy, Everything I Know About Love, My Body, All About Love. There's Coffee in the Fridge. We have Atomic Habits, Look Out for the Little Guy. This is just kind of a joke. If you know, you know. In Avengers, I think it was Endgame. It was either, sorry, brain fog. Literally cannot remember at this very moment. One of the Infinity War or Endgame, one of those. I think Ant-Man is holding this, and then they published it into an actual book. So I bought it for a little bookshelf decor because I love Ant-Man and I love Paul Rudd. We have Dear Dolly, Educated, 101 Essays to Change the Way You Think, I Love My Love, and then we have some of my poetry that I was really into back in high school. The Princess Saves Herself in this one, Whiskey, Words, and a Shovel. The Sun and Her Flowers, Milk and Honey, and The Chaos of Longing. Right underneath of it, we went into more of my like literary fiction. So we have the Winter in Paradise trilogy by Ellen Hildebrand. We have Summer Sisters, Mary Jane, The Hotel Nantucket, The 5-Star Weekend, 28 Summers, Billy Summers by Stephen King, The Song of Achilles, The Lost Ticket, The Push, The Storied Life of A.J. Figgery, 9 Perfect Strangers, Firefly Lane, Where the Crawdads Sing, A Little Life, The Vanishing Half, and Mad Honey. Right here we have my little bunny jelly cat in this cute vase that I got from Barnes & Noble. Right below this, we have more. These are some of my like favorite literaries, I feel. So we have Malibu Rising, Carrie Soto is Back. I have 2 copies of that. We have Maybe in Another Life, One True Loves, Forever Interrupted, After I Do, The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, Daisy Jones and the Six, which is one of my favorite books of all time, The Ministry of Time, Good Material, Yellow Face, Such a Fun Age, Tomorrow, 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 Lessons in Chemistry, Tom Lake, Shark Heart, Writers and Lovers, Beautiful World, Where Are You, Conversations with Friends, Normal People, Alone with You in the Ether, The Midnight Library, and The Wishing Game. So we have some of my faves up here, and I try to keep all of the hardbacks together. Down here, this is another shelf where I haven't really read. Oh, actually, I don't think I've read any of these, but I just know I have read Rebecca. That's a lie. But this is where I keep most of my like classics. So we have, or like short stories. So over here we have some short stories. How Strange a Season, Someone Who Will Love You in All Your Damaged Glory, Homesick for Another World. I have these special copies of Dracula and Frankenstein. I got them when we went to LBI from a small bookstore. But I think probably if you just Google these, I feel like I've seen them other places. So I know other places have these. We have copies of Pride and Prejudice, Sense and Sensibility, Tales from the Cafe, The Virgin Suicides, I Who Have Never Known Men, The Woman Destroyed, My Year of Rest and Relaxation, Rebecca, copy of Sherlock Holmes, and this copy of Little Women. And then right below down here, these are just some special editions of classics that I have. I got these for Christmas. And these are like illustrated versions of The Great Gatsby, Persuasion. I'm pretty sure this is, yeah, I think this is Sherlock Holmes. This is Little Women, and then that is Jane Eyre. And lastly, down at the bottom, I have some of C. Lewis's nonfiction that I'm trying to get through right now. And just some pops as decoration since there's like no books set down here right now. These next 2 shelves kind of work hand in hand. These at the top are kind of more decorative, but also just the collection of books that I have. And then down here is where like a lot of my actual fantasies live. As you will see, I really wanted to display all of the different copies of like ACOTAR, Throne of Glass, and stuff that I have. Over here, these are the hardcovers of ACOTAR that are out right now, and they go into the OG ACOTAR hardcover. And then these are the paperback paperbacks that you can get, and then this is special editions that I bought. I'm gonna have them tagged down below. I bought these last year and they're actually some of my most favorite things that I own. Same for these Throne of Glass editions right here. So these are the original print Throne of Glass books. I actually started getting into reading Throne of Glass right when these were coming out of print, and now I think it's something that people are looking for, so I'm glad that I you know, my impulsiveness worked one time in my favor. So these are the original copies, and then again, I'm going to tag down below the company that I bought these from. I waited so long for them. I was so excited for so many months over them, and they are absolutely beautiful. They have sprayed edges that make its own little picture, but I just love the work that they put into the covers of each individual book, so I wanted to display them that way. And then down here, these are just other editions. So these are now like the mass market, is that what you would call it, paperbacks for Throne of Glass. And then these are, I think, I don't know if these are UK copies. I am still on the lookout for the box set where it's majorly white. I really want those copies, but I think these are the new UK covers, if I'm not mistaken. So I have this little vase that I got from a Illumicrate package that I thought was cute and fit here. Also, we have Crescent City. So these are just the only special editions that I have of Crescent City, and the rest are hardback and like the different editions that I had got when Crescent City 3 came out. This is my adult fantasy. Actually really confused because I feel like if I were to reorganize this in the future, which I will definitely have to do, this right here is young adult fantasy, so I would probably just continue the adult fantasy onto this shelf and move that one down. But for right now, this is the adult fantasy that I have. So we have Fourth Wing. This is the paperback copy that bestie Rachel kindly gave me, and then this is the original print. Gosh, searched high and low for this when the hype first happened. And then this was the holiday edition that they did, and then this is the first copy of Iron Flame that came out this year. Then we have Hellbent, Babel, which actually I did not finish. I started it last year, I think, but I really want to finish it this year. I think it's one of the books on my 23 books to read. Or I mean 24, sorry, brain fog, I told you guys. If you guys have read Babel before, please let me know how it is. I'm very interested in finishing it. We have The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, The Atlas Paradox, The Serpent Wings of Night, Six Scorched Roses, Ashes in the Star-Cursed King, Children of Fallen Gods, Mother of Death and Dawn, Daughter of No Worlds, The Atlas Six, Ninth House, Heart of the Raven Prince, Red Rising, Vengeful, Vicious, One Dark Window, and Two Twisted Crowns. And then moving on down, we have the start of my young adult, The Stolen Heir. We have the Cruel Prince trilogy, The Cruel Prince, The Wicked King, Queen of Nothing, Shadow and Bone trilogy, which is Shadow and Bone, Siege and Storm, Ruin and Rising, Six of Crows duology, which is Six of Crows, Crooked Kingdom. I have Caraval, Twilight, Bonfire's Moon, Heartless, Shatter Me series, which is Shatter Me, Unite Me, Unravel Me, Ignite Me, Find Me, Restore Me, Define Me, Imagine Me, Believe Me. Also, I did see that there's news of a new addition to this series. I haven't really looked into it, but I know the girlies are going wild. Then we have the Dance of Thieves duology, one of my favorite duologies ever, which is Dance of Thieves and Vow of Thieves. This is the newest addition to the bookshelves that I'm absolutely in love with. These, I'll link down below where I got these dust jackets to go onto the Twilight hardcovers, but these are absolutely gorgeous. So this is just the Twilight series with these dust jackets that you can get, and they are just so beautiful, and I absolutely love them. So the lion fell in love with the lamb. This one, New Moon, says Forbidden to Remember, Terrified to Forget. We have Eclipse that says He's Like a Drug for You. Breaking Dawn, which says We'll Start With Forever. Iconic. So those are some of my new faves. I've been non-stop staring at those since they have got added to this. Moving on over here, this is another young adult fantasy shelf. So we have Foul Lady Fortune, Foul Heart Huntsman, Divine Rivals, and Ruthless Vows. We have the Legendborn. I think this is going to be a trilogy. Is there going to be 3 or 4 books? I actually can't remember, but we have Legendborn and Bloodmarked. We have the Powerless series. So we have the 2 copies of Powerless and Powerful, the novella. We have my Hunger Games series right here, which is Hunger Games, Catching Fire, Mockingjay, and the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. And then we have Heartless Hunter, The Prison Healer. We have the one and only book to the Mortal Instruments that I have read. And I need to get into Cassandra Clare. Bestie Rachel over the New York trip did convince me to get back into this. So maybe we'll see me getting back into Cassandra Clare soon. Encyclopedia of Fairies, the Bridge Kingdom. Oh, these are adult. I don't know why they're over there. I can't believe I called that. Yeah, those are actually adults, so they need to be moved at some point in the future. Not right now, though. Below, I have the Once Upon a Broken Heart trilogy, all of the copies displayed. This will not be here forever, but since I just had open and extra space, I like displaying these because I feel like these covers are beautiful, especially the UK editions. So we have all of those, and then down at the bottom I just have my Stranger Things pops. Moving on over into this space, this is where all of my romance live. Let's start with the little shelf because this one's very easy to go through. Right here I placed all of my emotional reads that I've read. So we have Pack Up the Moon, Bright Side, All In, Full Tilt, and then I actually have some special editions that I got of the Full Tilt and All In. They're really, really pretty. Down here, this is where my like country, small town romance like faves live. So we have obviously Chestnut Springs, love, and then we have Wild Love. I have a few copies of those. The Arc, Elsie Silver sent me this, I absolutely love. And then this is the regular copy. We have Done and Dusted and Swift and Saddled, and then I need to get to reading this, but this is a special edition that Catherine Cowles actually sent over, and it is so beautiful, and so that is the constant reminder of me to pick that book up, because I think I have the regular copy somewhere, and it might be up here somewhere. Yep, there it is, all the way up there. And then this is my Abby Jimenez shelf, absolutely love. We have Just for the Summer, The Friend Zone, Yours Truly, Part of Your World, Happy Ever After playlist, Life's Too Short, and I have these two special editions that I absolutely love. And then down here we have Lauren Asher. So we have the Dirty Air series, which is Throttled, Collided, Wrecked, Redeemed, the Dreamland Billionaires trilogy, which is Fine Print, Terms and Conditions, The Final Offer, and then we have the two books of the Lakefront Billionaires, which is Love Redesigned and Love Unwritten. Oh, that got out of focus. Love Redesigned and Love Unwritten, with my little cute love jelly cat right there. Down here are some miscellaneous romance books. We just have Bittersweet Memories, Darling Venom, A Million Kisses in Your Lifetime, Marriage for One, The Brightest Light of Sunshine, Lila, and A Love Letter to Whiskey. I think these are more of my like indie romances that I was putting right there with my cute little pink jelly cat. Okay, and then we're moving on up to these right here. So this first shelf, this is, I try to keep authors together most of the time. So we have all of my Mariana Zapata. Wow, wait, that's all of my Mariana Zapata? Why did I think I read more from her? I know I own more, but I thought I had read more. Let me know if you guys have been around long enough to remember that every single month for my TBR, I would make a rule where I had to read one Mariana Zapata book a month. I don't know what or why. Like, it's not even like Mariana Zapata was like my favorite author. I just was like, every month I want to read one of her books. Comment if you were there for that, because that was actually a time. The Ball of Winnipeg and Me, Colty, All Roads Lead Here, Wait For It, From Luke Off With Love, Luna and the Lie, and then these are, I think, most of my just hardcover miscellaneous. So we have Again But Better, The Flat Share, 7 Days in June, The Blonde Identity, Happily Never After, In a New York Minute, The Rom-Commers, The Bodyguard, and Hello Stranger. Some more Catherine Center with What You Wish For. Then we have some Tessa Bailey. We have It Happened One Summer, Hook, Line, and Sinker, Fix Her Up, Tools of Engagement, Love Her, Lose Her, Secretly Yours, My Killer Vacation, and then we have the Confidence of Wildflowers duet, and then we have Ready or Not. This one is where my Magnolia Parks live. I don't know why I paired it with Anna Huang books. I actually have no clue, but we have the original Magnolia Parks covers. So we have Magnolia Parks, Daisy Hates, Magnolia Parks, The Long Way Home, Daisy Hates, A Great Undoing, Magnolia Parks, Into the Dark, and then these are the new covers of the series. And then over here we have the Twisted series, Twisted Love, Twisted Games, Twisted Hate, and Twisted Lies. Over here, I think this is the, I don't know what series this is called from her, but we have King of Wrath, King of Pride, King of Greed, and then I actually think these are, yeah, special editions of King of Wrath and King of Pride. We have my little Tulips jelly cat, and then this is actually another special edition of the Kennedy Ryan. I think this is Kingmakers. I really need to get into the series. It's like really something on my radar. Of course, Addicted Callaway has its own shelf. This is the Addicted Callaway sister series. If you guys didn't know, we have Addicted to You, Ricochet, Addicted for Now, Kiss the Sky, Hot House Flower, Thrive, Addicted After All, Fuel the Fire, Long Way Down, and Some Kind of Perfect. This is the only OG cover of the Addicted series that I have is Some Kind of Perfect, and then we have Bad Reputation, and then these are special editions of the Bad Reputation duet. I personally feel like the Bad Reputation duet is severely underhyped. I feel like nobody ever talks about those books, and I absolutely love them. Also, to talk about the Addicted series, I used to have only the original covers for the Calloway Sister series, because I think once I started reading them, the Addicted series had these new like marbleized covers, but the rest of the Calloway books, they still had like the people on the cover. But I remember giving those away because I wanted to get the new copies of them. I severely wish I hadn't done that, because now, being a book collector as well as a reader, which you can be both, I wish I would have kept the original covers. Now I want the original Addicted covers and the original Calloway covers, but I literally can never find them. So that's so sad. But anyway, on to the next shelf. This is where all of my Emily Henry lives. So we have Book Lovers, Happy Place, Beach Read, People Meet on Vacation. These are all of the US covers, and then we have the UK covers of Beach Read, You and Me on Vacation, Book Lovers, and Happy Place. And then we have just like the hardbacks of those books, and also the UK cover hardbacks. This one, actually, I think I pre-ordered when it came out. So this was the Waterstones exclusive, and it had sprayed edges. Fun fact, I love this cover way better than the US cover. Like, the UK cover is just so much better. I think I feel the same way. Yeah, I feel the same way about Happy Place. I think I like the UK cover better. That's why it gets displayed. This is one of my favorite books of all time. Then we have Christina Lauren, The Soulmate Equation, Love in Other Words, both copies. Josh and Hazel's Guide to Not Dating, The True Love Experiment, and The Honeymooners. And then we have Funny You Should Ask, Once More with Feeling, and the two books I have of the Bromance Book Club, which is the Bromance Book Club and Undercover Bromance. Down here, these are some of my favorite romance books. So we have Love on the Brain, Love Theoretically, Another Love on the Brain, The Love Hypothesis, and Bride. I love Ali Hazelwood. We have Set on You, X's and O's. We have 3 Annabelle Monaghan books, Same Time Next Summer, Nora Goes Off Script, and Summer Romance. We have some Sarah Adams, which we have Practice Makes Perfect, When in Rome, The Cheat Sheet, The Rule Book, The Temporary Roomie. We have some Hannah Bowman Young. We have Next of Kin, Out on a Limb. I have 2 Next of Kin. Oh, I guess I had the OG cover of this. I didn't even know that. Wow. We have The Simple Wild and Say You Still Love Me by K.A. Tucker. We have Maybe at the Lake, Every Summer After, and This Summer Will Be Different by Carly Fortune. We have A Novel Love Story, The Dead Romantics, and The 7-Year Slip by Ashley Poston. And then we have this special edition, which I think, I'm trying to remember where this was, but, Fairy Loot. And this is the copy of it. It has the little lemons on the side and it's pink. Then down here, I don't know if you guys can see, this is my Boys of Tommen shelf. So I have all of the original covers. I have these covers that Chloe Walsh was selling for a little bit. Then I have the new ombre covers. I don't know if you can still get the ombre covers. These were like the first launch if you pre-order. And then I also have, this is I think Larry's collaboration, and I bought these for the shelf because I absolutely loved those. On to the last shelf. I'm so sure that you guys are so tired of hearing my voice by now. Don't worry, one more shelf left. This was kind of like some, I don't know what to do with this shelf because I had a few like young adult and stuff left. But I put the Tortured Poets Department vinyl variant that had the Stevie Nicks poem in the front with the book club and this little jelly cat. We have 2 books from my childhood because of Mr. Turrup and Wonder. We have Lovely War, and we have the Inheritance Games and the First and the Brothers Hawthorne. My young adult shelf, so we have Better Than the Movies, Betting on You, The Do-Over. This is another copy of The Do-Over. It just has sprayed edges. We have Check and Mate by Ali Hazelwood, The Samurai Turned Pretty, To All the Boys I've Loved Before, Every Last Word, In 27 Days, Underneath the Sycamore Tree, Things We Know by Heart, If He Had Been With Me, and If Only I Told Her, Tell Me 3 Things, Summer of Broken Rules, Love and Gelato, Alex Approximately, The Upside of Falling, Highly Suspicious and Unfairly Cute, 1,000 Boy Kisses, All the Bright Places, They Both Die at the End, Blackout, and Looking for Alaska. This is like a continuation. Oh, I guess I thought this, what? Okay, I'm gonna need to move this down here. I'm gonna have to switch these up because this was supposed to be like one big kind of continuation of small town romances. We have the Indigo Ridge, or I don't know what this is called, the Eden series. We have this little novella, Christmas in Quincy. Indigo Ridge, Juniper Hill, Garnet Flats, Jasper Vale, Crimson River, Sable Peak. This is a really good small town romance series if you're looking for one. We have Things We Never Got Over, which this is the Knock 'Em Out series by Lucy Score. So we have Things We Never Got Over, Things We Hide from the Light, Things We Left Behind. This is the Riley Thorne series. So we have Riley Thorne in The Corpse in the Closet, Riley Thorne in The Blast from the Past, and Riley Thorne in The Dead Guy Next Door. Then we have Rock Bottom Girl, and I have 2 copies. The old copy and the new copy of By a Thread. And then right here we have yet another romance shelf. So we have To Love Jason Thorne, Second First Impressions, Shipped, The Last Letter, The Kiss Quotient, The Bride Test, Before We Were Strangers, You with a View, The Neighbor Favor, The Infinity Between Us, The Love Wager, Thank You for Listening, The No Show, The Breakup Tour, The Long Game, The Spanish Love Deception, Forget Me Not, Red, White, and Royal Blue. I put this upside down. I am just now realizing, and I don't know why it's upside down. The Hating Game, You Deserve Each Other, Archer's Voice, The Godparent Trap, and Mrs. Nash's Ashes with our cute little lilac jelly cat. Down here, this is sports romance. So we have Long Shot, Block Shot, The Chase, The Risk, The Deal, The Mistake, The Score, The Goal, The Legacy, The Play, Behind the Net, The Fake Out, Icebreaker, Wildfire, Consider Me, 9 Days, Always Only You, Mile High, The Right Move, Caught Up, Say You Swear, Dear Ava, Until Friday Night, Perfect Addiction, and Unsteady. And last but certainly not least, this is my dark romance. I'm going to be so honest with you guys, majority of these are unread. I went through like a dark romance phase where I wanted to read it, and then I literally never picked these up, like ever. I think I was like, I don't know, 19, like 18, 19, and I bought a lot of these. I literally have not read them since, but we have the Mindfuck series, Vicious, Ruckus, Bane, Scandalous, Angry God, Pretty Reckless, Broken Night, Lotus, Still Beating, Bound by Honor, The Predator, The Reaper, The Emperor, The Finisher, The Annihilator, Punk 57, Broken Vow, Heavy Crown, The Bully, Bloody Heart, Savage Lover. We have Brutal Prince, Stolen Heir, The Savage, The Spy, The Heir, and The Rebel. And then, for a quick little overview, this is my TBR cart. So the way that this is organized, up at the top, this is all of the books that I want to read in the month. And then down below, these are where I put the books after they're already read. So these are the books that I have not read yet that are on my TBR radar. And then these are books that need to be talked about for a wrap-up. Well, I don't know about you, but after talking about all of these books and taking you guys through, I definitely need a drink. So I hope you guys enjoyed the full kind of book room tour of these bookshelves and seeing all of the books that I own. Again, I do just want to apologize for my voice. Probably sounds so hard to listen to. I'm very, very sorry about that. There is not much I can do, but I hope you loved and liked or tolerated this video regardless. If you did, you guys know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe, all that YouTube stuff that you guys know how to do. I will see you guys when I see ya. And thank you so much again to Squarespace for sponsoring today's video. Peace.